All right, and welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name's Jana. I'll be hosting majority of the event tonight, but we're super excited because we've got the amazing Rachel who's launching her business tonight, so we can't wait to hear from her. But we get on a few times throughout the week just to share about an amazing product, program, and opportunity that we've come across. For me, I found this amazing program, product, and opportunity 2 years ago now. I was working full time. I'd been with the Australian Defence Force for almost 11 years, gone on maternity leave with my second baby, and while I was on maternity leave, I got a promotion to switch over government agencies to Department of Human Services. And so when I returned back to work, I didn't do any slow return to work. It was straight into full-time work, responsible for a team of people, had lots of commuting, long hours, taking a lot of work home with me and a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. And, you know, I was that crazy juicing wife that never thought that she needed anything extra in her diet, couldn't possibly fit anything else in there. But clearly I needed something because I was burning the candle at both ends. I was so exhausted. I had a baby that wasn't sleeping. And I was, you know, learning a new job and trying to figure out how to do at least one of these jobs, you know, to a level that I was satisfied with. You know, as much I think we're all perfectionists in some things. You know, we want to be the best mum, we want to be the best wife, we want to be best at our job, we want to do all these things. But I felt like the walls were caving in. I was no longer being good at any of those little jobs that I had. So when this post came up on a mummy's page for me in Melbourne, Victoria, it was health, it was wellness, it was work on my own terms. It was work, you know, with who I wanted, from where I wanted. It was just a lot of these beautiful things that were really ticking my values. As much as it all sounded too good to be true, and I was just in that mindset of what the hell, I'm just going to message this girl and see what it's all about. I had hundreds of questions really around this business opportunity because I've owned a traditional business myself also. So I asked her hundreds of questions and she did slowly respond and give me all those answers that I needed before asking me if I'd heard of the Juicy Body Transformation or Juice Plus. And that's when I got excited because I hadn't heard about the program, but I had been researching Juice Plus 3 months prior. For my husband, not for me because I thought I was too healthy and I didn't need anything, but for my husband who only eats meat and potato, white rice, white pasta. So I was worried about inflammation for him in the future, as both of our dads suffer heavily from joint inflammation from their, you know, from their chosen jobs or careers throughout their time. So I thought, why not? Let's get him on it. I'm going to try it just to see what it could be for me as well. Get the kids on it. May as well do the business, get my product a bit cheaper. You know, if I manage to get it for free, that'd be a bonus. If I manage to make a bit of income, well, that'd be even better. You know, create a bit of a holiday fund, pay off some credit cards, whatever. And that's what I did. Within 4 months of me being super teachable and driven and really treating it as a hobby, because that's all it really was for me at that stage, and that's all I had the time for between a full-time job and 2 little boys. I built up enough income that I was able to reduce my hours to part-time. So once I saw that I could do that in such a small amount of time and not doing a great deal of work except for sharing my health journey, I thought, well, what do I need to do to replace this fully? This is no longer serving me. I want to be at home with my boys. I want to look after my health. So I went back to the girl that introduced me to the business and said, what do I need to do? And so I just increased that a little bit and talked to more people. And within 10 months, I had enough income to pull my kids out of childcare and resign and stay at home with my kids. So I was very overwhelmed. I'm still pinching myself that happened, but that was over, you know, a year and a bit ago now. So January of 2007, I quit my job. So it's been a year at home with my children. And not a day goes by that I don't feel like the luckiest person because I'd already missed so much, and now to see what I've been a part of the last 12 months has been truly amazing. It's been such a huge self-development journey for me, and then obviously the community and friendship, because nobody will let you fall over in this opportunity, which has been the biggest blessing. So what is Juice Plus? All right, Juice Plus has literally been around for over 28 years, still relatively new in Australia and New Zealand. But it's got 28 years worth of results. All right. I love it because it's all about inspiring healthy living around the world. It's designed around bridging the gap in your diet between what you are eating and what you should be eating. And that is different in each and every one of us. how we absorb nutrients, and then how it goes to work in our body. So what they came up with is with our hero product, our fruits, vegetables, and berry blend capsules. All right, we take these on a daily basis, and that literally gives you an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables, and berries into your body each and every day. That is massive. Government states you should be having about 3 to 5 serves a day, but stats show that less than 5% of adults are even able to do that, which is crazy. You know, but then science suggests you need to be having more along the lines of 9 to 13 because of our busy lifestyles and because of how depleted our fruits and vegetables are. And depletion, what I mean by that is it's growing in oxidated soil. They're not vine ripened, and that's partially because that's how we like to eat them. We want them picked off the vine so they're nice and green and lush and orange and red, and they're nice and crunchy, and that's how we like to eat them. But the full nutritional value doesn't come into the fruit and vegetables until the last 24 to 48 hours. The fruits, vegetables, and berries that go into all the produce that goes into Juice Plus are vine ripened. They get to stay on the vine until they are at that highest nutritional value, they get to then from there they go straight into our factories, which are co-located with our farms, where they are washed and cleaned, and that's including the peel, the pip, and the stem in a lot of those cases, because when we're buying our fruits and vegetables, we're normally peeling it, pipping it, cooking it, and there goes a lot of the nutrients in that process. Then it goes into a pulping process where all the liquid is slowly removed, and coincidentally the sugar, which is a good thing, and then through a cooling process, not a heating process, but through a cooling hydration process, it's turned into a powder form and then capsulated into our vegan, vegetarian, soluble capsule. All right, so super tiny, not a big horse tablet, so they're really easy to swallow, vegan friendly, vegetarian friendly, and that's all that's in there. Fruits, vegetables, and berries. Nothing synthetic, nothing artificial. The label itself you can read. You don't need a dictionary or 4 uni degrees to figure out what carrot, cabbage, kale, broccoli, beet, tomato, garlic, parsley, and spinach is. All amazing produce, all have unique nutritional value, but the fact that they've been put in there together, that means they work so much stronger in synergy than they do on their own. The other thing on the label is there's no warning label. Because it is just fruits, vegetables, and berries, it's safe if you're pregnant. It's safe if you're breastfeeding. Unless you're allergic to the broccoli or the spinach, Juice Plus is safe for anybody to take. And that's amazing. You know how I said to you at the start, my husband only ate meat and potato? That's a massive gap for him to bridge by him just swallowing these tablets each and every day, and a huge relief for me as his wife. Also, I love the fact with our trio, as our hero products, there's been over 36 peer-reviewed scientific studies done on this product. That's unheard of. Yes, Juice Plus help fund those studies, but to have that gold label on it that they're peer-reviewed, that's unheard of, and they're readily available for anybody to read at any stage, which is pretty cool. We've got 3 ongoing studies at the moment, one being the Kids Eat Free study. So in Australia and New Zealand, when any adult bridges the gap and takes our micronutrients, the oil in the engine, an extra variety of 27 fruits, vegetables, and berries every day, they get to sponsor a child for free for 4 years. All right, between the ages of 4 and 18, they can either have the fruit and the vegetable blend for free, or they can have it in a chew form. All right, it's the same powder that goes into our fruit and vegetable capsules, but it's just joined with an all plant-based tapioca. All right, so they're super yummy, and your child gets an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables every day. That's massive, and that's a huge relief for any parent. I don't care how healthy your kids are, to get an extra variety of 17 fruits and vegetables into their little growing bodies, when they're, you know, fighting off all sorts of bugs that are coming in and out of the childcare or school, and their lunches that they're converting with their mates in the playground. And then when they go off and have their day with grandma and she gives them all the treats under the sun, knowing that you can get your Juice Plus into them each and every day is pretty unique. So different to normal supplements and multivitamins out there because it is all natural. All right, just fruits and vegetables, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial. So your body recognizes it. You swallow or chew these products, and within 3 to 7 minutes, they get into your body and they go to work. Okay, so what I mean by that is we all absorb different bits from the apple, different bits from the orange, and the same with our Juice Plus. We absorb different things from it, goes into our body, and it goes to work. Inflammation is different in everybody's bodies. Inflammation shows up in so many different ways. For instance, it could be skin, psoriasis, dermatitis, eczema, acne. It could be liver, kidney, bowels. Just getting all those things on the inside working more opulently. You don't realize, like, I didn't think I needed anything. I was that crazy juicing woman that said, I'm already doing my 17 to 20 variety a day. I don't need anything else. But then adding Juice Plus, I was blown away with the results I got. So that's our micronutrients, just getting everything running more smoothly. And looking at the kids' health study, we're already seeing that kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior. For my children, respiratory. And obviously, when you're flooding your body with extra variety of fruits and vegetables at that high cellular level, like attracts like. So you're going to want less of those naughty things, the salty, the sugar, the fried things, and you're going to be craving more water, more fruits and vegetables. So the kids are going to the crisper and the fruit bowl instead of the pantry, which is an amazing thing also. And they're, you know, building up that craveability at such a young age. Definitely a company with a heart to be able to do this, but they're trying to reduce obesity and diabetes at an earlier age. So that's our micronutrients. You've still got to eat a healthy diet, okay? This isn't designed to replace a healthy diet in any shape or form, all right? But we do have this amazing complete powder, and these have over 30 plant-based ingredients in there. Okay, again, no synthetic, no artificial ingredients, just amazing stuff from like broccoli, alfalfa sprouts, radish sprouts, quinoa, pumpkin, mushroom, and they still taste delicious. They've got natural sugar from stevia and sugarcane. They make any green smoothie taste yum. The kids love them for that 3:30 snack after school. Mums love them because they can replace their coffee and toast with a healthy, yummy smoothie, and they're great for pre and post workout. They weren't designed to be a meal replacement, but if you add the right things, they can also assist with weight gain and weight loss. They're covering your protein, your complex carbohydrates, your good fats, fiber, vitamin D, vitamin B, complex vitamin B, niacin. Niacin's an amazing mood balancer that comes from your greeny leaves, and that helps with anxiety and depression. So we're seeing massive results there also, which is a beautiful thing too. So they're super great to have in your handbag just on a crappy day, but you can make some amazing, yummy variety smoothies with these too. Then Juice Plus just felt there was one more gap that they wanted to give, because we don't have a huge catalogue. We've only got 4 products, and one's for the kids. But there was the all-natural omega. Not something we can generate ourselves in our human body. And look, either can the fish. So I'm not sure why we have always gone to the fish to get our omegas and left with that yucky aftertaste of fish. But we went about creating this beautiful plant-based omega. And that, like I said, they've skipped the fish. So this is vegan, vegetarian friendly. Gone straight to the algae, sea buckthorn, raspberry, tomato, pomegranate, feel like I'm missing one, and safflower seed oil. So all these beautiful oils which create our omega-3s and help with eyes, heart, brain, again, joint inflammation, and even, you know, growing back. Well, everything here from Juice Plus is going to help with a growing little baby inside your tummy, breastfeeding wise, and you keeping, you know, your health up while you're carrying a little child also. So that's our amazing products. That's it. That's our 4 products. But we're really fortunate that we're a part of an amazing team. People come from all shapes of the world, I guess, in that, you know, we've got contractors, we've got teachers, we've got nutritionists, PTs, doctors, nurses, all come in, and they all provide something amazing to this team. So a group got together, headed by the wonderful Kira Westwick, and she's a nutritionist. She's a mother of 2, and she was actually runner-up on MasterChef 2014 Top 10. And what she's done, or what they've done, is gone and create what we call the Juicy Body Transformation. It's all online. I know I've got a printed one in front of me. I can't look at a screen when I'm trying to cook. I need a printed one. When I started, there was 7 ebooks. There's 7 ebooks now. Covers the whole family. Not a diet, no calorie counting, deprivation free, super yummy recipes. All that food that you normally want and crave, but the yummy version of it in Whole Foods. Like, it's just all delicious, doesn't keep you in the kitchen for hours, tries to help you and your family and your children understand the value of the rainbow effect, getting it on your plate, what you need on a daily basis. There's a gourmet cleanse, there's a detox, there's an 8-week shred for those people that need a really kickstart. There's chocolate, there's a kids guide, there's a blokes guide. Everybody is covered, and you get that for free for life when you take Juice Plus just once. And it's setting you up for life, not a short-term fix. The products and the program aren't a wonder pill or a wonder program. They are literally bridging the gap in your lifestyle. So bridging the gap with your nutrition and your health, and then, with your meal planning, setting you up for success and keeping that success happening, which is pretty amazing. So now I'm just going to see who's on. Marina, I just need her to put her camera back on. She's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life. Oh, no, Stacey was. Sorry, Stacey's doing how Juice Plus came into her life, what results she's had with the program so far, and why she loves sharing it.
Hi everyone. So I'm Stacey. I came across Juice Plus back in April last year, just on a Facebook post. I touched base and I got some research and I put it aside, and my fear came in and I just went, nah, can't do it, don't have time. Don't have the money and all of that sort of stuff, and that's the reason I really should have been doing it. But anyway, so I did my research and loved the product, absolutely loved it, loved what it did. And a fellow antenatal mum was doing it in October, and I got serious FOMO, which is fear of missing out, pretty much. So I put all my bullshit aside. Excuse my language if there's babies around. I see some up there. And I jumped on board and did it, and it's the best thing I've ever done in my life, especially I'm a mother of twins. At that stage, I was still sleeping during the day with the twins, and I was up at night as well. So for me, it was amazing. The product was fantastic. So within 4 days, I had amazing energy. I didn't have to sleep anymore during the day, which was fantastic, especially taking care of little ones. And I could keep up with them. By 3 o'clock, I was still going and still going strong. Within 2 weeks, I noticed that I was sleeping better. I was getting better quality sleep. Within a month, I looked at myself in the mirror and I went, oh my God, I never have to wear makeup again. And I remember myself thinking that because my skin tone was evening out, which was awesome. And plenty more results. But one main one that I clicked into last month was that I suffered hip dysplasia from carrying the twins, and I said to my partner, I haven't complained about my hip for a while, and that was a major for me because it pretty much crippled me, and I still haven't felt anything. So that was awesome for me. That was my main results. I love sharing this business because of the results, pretty much. Most of us are mums, and to take this stuff and not be absolutely run down by the end of the day, being able to get all those little bits of jobs done has been a major for me. And the thing is too is that it's a really good business to work around my kids, and I don't have to put them in care, and I can be with them and I can make their lunches and I can do all that sort of mummy stuff, which I love, and that's why I had kids in the first place. So I love sharing it with other mums because it's an amazing product and program, and I've lost 5 kilos in 4 weeks. Amazing.
Well done. No, thank you for sharing. Cool. Like I said, girls, results are different to everyone. For me, it was skin. I had horrible skin. I was always putting on a ton of makeup to cover it up, and it was a huge confidence thing for me. I had 2 lots of detox in my first 4 months, and my skin was even worse. But then since then, it's been amazing. I notice if I've had to go on any medication or I've been away on holidays, I might have a small breakout, but nothing compared to what it used to be. The other things that cleared up for me were IBS, my menstrual cycle. 26 days on the dot now, which used to be like sort of 40, 30, 50. I'd skip one. It was ridiculous, which is crazy. So another thing there that was always great. And for me, the other thing was joint inflammation for me. So I've got a bulge disc at my L5 from carrying my children, which created a sciatic nerve all down my left side, which is a big reason why I was tired and feeling sick most of the day. So I had that for 4 years straight. And it got to about the 4 or 5 month mark, and someone asked me, you know, how's your sciatic going? And, you know, you're back. And I'm like, oh, do you know what? I've got no idea. I haven't noticed it for weeks. I'm not sure when it stopped. So it obviously just relieved that tension around that L5 to release that nerve around that section around my nerve. And I haven't had any of that. I've still got a bulge disc. I'll have that forever. But, you know, they were huge things for me. And for my children, it was respiratory. They both suffered heavily from baby croup, which was turning into asthma. And for them, they've been croup-free, asthma-free now for, you know, just over 1.5 years. So, you know, they got, after they finished that first 4 months, they'd been croup-free. And that was a vicious, horrible hospital cycle of medications and hospital runs. So we will take Juice Plus purely for the children, you know, exactly for their results and what it's doing for them and their little bodies, let alone our own. So that's our product and program. So now, just before we hear from the lovely Rachel, I'm just going to squish a couple of myths around the business. You know, obviously people come to us for all different reasons, just to be our beautiful clients, which we love, and we want to help them with their health in any way we can. But for a lot of people, health is also their lifestyle, you know, where they're spending their time, because I think time takes them away from looking after their health. And that definitely is what happened to me in my full-time job. But when I chose to do this opportunity, I had quite a few of my beautiful friends and family. I was worried that I was doing one of those schemes, one of those structures, one of those pyramid things. And once I understood what they really meant, you know, it was clear as day we've got a product, so I wasn't worried about the schemes as such. But when it came to the structure, I realised that really traditional business is all pyramid structures. Not what we're doing specifically, but, you know, when you think of Coles and Safeway, Myer, some of those big chains out there, they've all got their CEO. There's only one of those sitting pretty at the top, delegating down to the board of directors, state managers, area managers, site managers, section managers. And then we see the beautiful people, you know, tidying the racks, filling the aisles up with, you know, fresh food or produce or whatever. But we're starting to see less of these people. We're starting to see more electronic tellers. And a lot of us are now doing a lot of our shopping online. So these guys are actually no longer have that job security as much as what they used to. They're being told that they might need to go elsewhere if they want to keep that, you know, that first initial position, whether it's, you know, stocking shelves or putting through our orders, or they need to look at doing the shopping for us or delivering it, or they actually need to advance themselves. They might have already been career driven and they've been trying to do it for a while, upskilling, elbow and kicking to make sure that they look like the strongest one to win those positions. But let's face it, a lot of those positions you're not going to win. It's not always what you know. Sometimes it's who you know. And even for me, when I came from the defence, I came into Department of Human Services in this middle range here, over these people here. So they weren't happy with me. They didn't even want to show me where the bathroom or the tea room was, let alone let me be their boss. So, you know, yeah, and I came into this middle section, the money was good, all right? But there was absolutely no flexibility between home and life. You know, literally that 38-hour week was 60-plus hours a week, each and every week, between commuting, taking work home with me, being on call, and it was never going to work. And as much as I was career-driven, I was never going to go from down here to here all the way up to here. Where for me, it was Chief of Defence or the MP of Australia, and that was never going to happen. For Safeway, for Myer, the chances of them ever being starting down here and being the CEO, slim to none. This role normally comes from somewhere external. They've already been a CEO somewhere else, and they've got that tertiary education behind them. You know, I don't plan to be in a business long enough, 40-odd years, to know its ins and outs to be able to be the CEO. You know, and that's how traditional business is, isn't it? We work 40 hours a week for 40 years to retire with 40%. And it's quite sad when you think of it like that. Our structure is more like this. It's upside down. We have a top position called NMD, National Marketing Director. We come into this business for a one-off yearly fee of $172.50. This blows my mind because when I owned my traditional business, I spent over $40,000. But then I had weekly, monthly, yearly costs to keep it running. I pay $172.50 to look after my health and just to share that journey and help other people. We all come in what we call a virtual franchisee. All right, we've got various promotion levels between them, sure. But we all start here, whether we're a doctor, a surgeon, a scientist, the CEO or the MP. They've seen the freestyle lifestyle or the freedom lifestyle I've created. They want to come do this as well. Doesn't mean they skip straight up to here or even the middle range positions. We all start here. Someone links arms with you and sponsors you, looks after you, nurtures you, shows you step by step how to get to each of these promotions. If I was here and I introduced, one or two new people and I just let them, we don't get a bonus for introducing people. We're not a sign-up club. If I just introduce them and left them to do this on their own, they might not get too far. And you know what? Either will I, because my success depends on helping others create success, how they see it. So when we come in at this bottom level here, but we all get that opportunity to build our businesses up and get to the top position. There is not one person sitting pretty in our organisation. And when we get to this top position, there isn't a set pay. You can keep growing your business as wide and as strong as you like, all on your own terms, no pressure from anybody around you. It's just really all about sharing it, all about helping each other, relationship building, community, culture. It's just really, really fun. But I did have one concern because I'd come from the defence. I had a security clearance. I didn't have social media. Well, I had it. I just hadn't been using it for years. I had kids and I just wasn't allowed to. So how was I going to do this? Lauren, the girl that introduced me to the business, showed me how to share it with a few friends and family, my mother's group, my gym buddies, my netball team, whoever around me, which was great. Showed me how to start using social media again. And what I found was my best friend who trusted me in my health journey enough to jump on the product, but, realised that she could get some of the money back. She had a family of 5 to get on the product. She jumped on board. Catherine had amazing results at the 2-month mark, shared that on social media and it went viral. So she wanted me to respond to all these beautiful people. And I said, why don't you? How about you get the product cheaper? I know you're struggling to get your product or even struggling to get nappies some week. You do the product. So she jumped on board. Then I had Steph. I call her the love bug because she just loved the program and product. Couldn't believe we hadn't heard about it sooner. And she just wanted to share it with everybody. These girls, I showed exactly what Lauren had shown me. Find a few friends and family, mummies groups, sporting buddies, work colleagues, whatever. And the same thing happened to them. They found a few people that either wanted to pay off their credit card, wanted to get their product cheaper, wanted to just share it with a few friends and family, wanted to use this as their vehicle to really change their life, say yes to more. These girls did exactly what I showed them. They showed these people how to do it, and the same thing just kept happening. It just kept popcorning out. I went and shared it with a few more people. These girls kept going. And who did Lauren know at the beginning? She didn't even know me. I found her on Facebook, and since then she's got to meet Lindsay, Catherine, Steph, Stacey. She'll get to meet Rachel at some stage, all because we just shared our journey, which was pretty unique. So I was blessed there because I didn't think I had the time and I didn't think I knew enough people. So now we're at the exciting part of the night when we get to hear from Rachel. So Rachel, I'm going to spotlight you. Don't be scared when your face comes up big on the screen. How did Juice Plus come into your life? What results are you looking forward to with the product and program? And why did the business make sense to you?
Hi everyone. So I, like most people, saw a post on Facebook. It was Stacey's, and I think it said something about instead of childcare, mum care, and that just I think about my kids all the time. So it was the first thing that caught my eye, and I was like, I'm looking to go back to work, but I don't really want to because who wants to leave the kids all the time if you don't have to? And I haven't had to with my 2 oldest, so to do it with my youngest really sucks. And then I just wanted to talk to Stacey, and so I had a chat to her, and she was telling me about the product. And I think, to be honest, the biggest appeal was Stacey herself, because she's not PC and she's very frank and she says what she means, and she was just so real, and I was like, that's me. I get that. I'm tired. I might not have twins, God know how she does it, but I'm tired and I want to do better, and I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy for my kids. I want my kids to be healthy, and just everything seems like what I was looking for that I didn't know I was looking for. And I was like, I can do that. I can talk to people. Most people that know me know I can talk a lot. And yeah, I don't know a lot of people, but I can Facebook. And yeah, I thought, why not? And I'm just really can't wait to start all the vitamins and get them into my kids and start seeing some results and not feel so tired. And getting to know you guys, especially Stacey and Jana, has made it all worth it already. So what can I say? I'm very happy.
Amazing. I think you could have done that underwater. That was brilliant. Well done. And look, you know, and when we come into this business, we hear so many beautiful stories. So, you know, you and Stacey have met now, and you'll get to, and just like the people tonight, hearing Stacey's story and hearing Marina's story yet to come. But you're going to have a beautiful journey to share, and I can't wait to watch you grow and just see what happens for you. So well done, and congratulations on your launch. So that's pretty cool. So, yeah, super noob. And obviously she's very thankful because there's a couple of amazing people watching her live launch tonight, because I know it's so daunting when you first get on and share on here. I still get nervous every time I jump on and do an event, let alone launching. But yeah, so and this will be available for people to watch it recorded as well. But definitely it's nice to have a couple of people on there that you friendly faces that you recognise. So we are really fortunate too with this program and product. We can share it over 29 countries, so we can make friends all over the world and then have even more excuses to travel. But we in Australia and New Zealand, we are on the same business plan. So, and we've got the best one. So we get paid in retail profit, we get paid in commission, which builds up what I call our beach money. You know, so it's that residual check that keeps growing slowly and consistently in the background. And then we get paid by these other things, these amazing bonuses, incentives, I don't know, bonus, but these bonuses that are there to help us grow wide and strong at the start. So we sort of got an idea on what sort of money is on the table later on. So we start off as a virtual franchise, as I went through before, and we help you get to DVF in the first 10 to 30 days. All right, but the first big bonus that's on the table is a $400 bonus for what we call Senior Direct Virtual Franchise. Take no notice of these crazy names. All right, so they are crazy. That probably means you've, you know, helped quite a few beautiful clients, you know, make some changes with their health, but you've also invited one or two people along to this opportunity to even open their community more, build some relationships, take back their health, but also, you know, reconnect with people, which is a really beautiful thing, a very beautiful part of this journey also. So you get this bonus of $400 for getting there, but we're a teach-to-teach business. So your teacher who helped you get there also gets a $400 bonus, which is pretty cool. The next one is sales coordinator. You've probably gone and shared the business with 5 to 8 people, and there might be another 3 or so underneath them. At SC, it's a $600 bonus for you and a $600 bonus for your teacher. All right, by then you are well and truly at looking like an amazing teacher yourself. You've brought on 5 to 8 people. You're helping them get DVF done. You're helping them get SDVF done. So you've got the chance of getting that teacher bonus 5 to 8 times. All right, so don't just think about the person that's introduced you to the business. You're now the teacher also yourself. So now I'm going to grab Marina, who is an amazing teacher also. She's going to share how Juice Plus came into her life, what exciting things have happened so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Thanks, Jana. Hi, everyone. Yeah, so, well, the business, Juice Blast, actually has come into my life almost 6 months now ago, back in August. And I came across it actually through a buy-sell exchange sort of pages. Never in a million years would I have had a look at something like this. But I think my mind was kind of ready at the time, or I actually was made redundant while I was on maternity leave. And I was kind of struggling, you know, so I, you know, my brain was in that space when I wanted to find something, you know, a bit more and just to bridge the gap, financial gap. So it kind of ticked all the boxes. It just not so much ticked the boxes, but it just really attracted my attention because it was about you know, getting healthy yourself and also helping other people do the same. And I've always been into health and and fitness myself. Just with my little one, it kind of slipped. She was 17 months at the time, and yeah, it was just, I'm so glad that I came across this. I love the program. I love the business. It sounded way too good to be true when I actually, started looking into it. But, it just, yeah, it just really ticked all the boxes. So I'm so glad that I went for it. And the personal development that I've had, the fact that I can actually have time off if my little girl is sick, and I don't even have enough sick leave to cover it. And I don't have to stress about it because my paycheck is not actually affected by it as such. I've got, I'm bridging that little gap at the moment. So this is amazing. And, when I first came across it, I thought, no, this is all I'm going to do, just here and there, just help out with a few bills, say yes to more. And slowly, I've actually been coming around and seeing the fact that my little girl is being raised by some other ladies, lovely ladies at daycare, but not me. And I'm missing out. So it's really changed my vision and what I want to do with this. And yeah, I'm loving the fact that it's a possibility that I can actually, possibly one day I will actually say goodbye to my full-time job and do this from home, look after my little girl, and just be able to enjoy life. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. So yeah, this is my story. Thanks, Anna.
Thank you. Amazing. Beautiful. And like I said, when I was sharing some of those girls before, like you don't have to come into the business firstly, okay? You can be a beautiful client, you can be a beautiful supporter, you can be whatever you want to be. But definitely, it's funny how people change their journeys. They come in and they want this to be a hobby, and how their mindset changes very quickly is pretty cool. Next one is senior sales coordinator. You probably introduced the business to 8 to 12 sort of people, and you've probably got another 8 or so underneath you there now. And that's a $1,200 bonus for you and a $1,200 bonus for your teacher. When you do get to hear things really change a lot where you're doing your work, it's all about sort of building wide in this first half of the promotion scheme. But now it's all really about helping these people that you've invited along or shared this gift with, help them do the same, because it's all about them being hot on your heels. Sometimes we get past. Sometimes we stay behind. Sometimes we all stay, hot on the heels of the person in front of us. It's just, there's no competing in this. Your journey is your journey. If we all hit these bonuses, which we don't have to, they are an incentive. It'd be a very boring story to tell if we did, but it's good that we don't, and how we go around and how we go about doing these. The next one is Q&MD. You probably introduce the business, really from 16 to 25 odd people, and you've probably got another 30, 60 odd underneath you, in your team now. So you really are building an amazing team, and that's a $1,500 bonus for you and a $1,500 bonus for your teacher. And then the top one, which I mentioned earlier, National Marketing Director, that's a $3,000 bonus for you and you only, because by then your teacher's earning way too much money. They definitely don't need it. You're on about 100 to 120,000 in New Zealand, and that's just starting. All right, it's really what you want to do and what you want to keep building. People, when they sort of hit here, their vision changes. They want to help pay out mum and dad's house and get their mortgage done, or they want to travel more. That for me, I've replaced my income now. I want to replace my husband's, and then he can decide what he wants to do. I want to get a caravan and travel Australia. He might not want to do that. We'll just see what happens. I don't want him home full time, that's for sure. But, like I said, we jump on and do these amazing events to help and support our new people that do jump on with this amazing opportunity. But it's all about sharing the amazing product. Juice Plus is a brilliant product. There's nothing else on it around on the market, which is really, amazing for us to be able to share. It's just fruits, vegetables and berries, and who doesn't really need that extra variety in their diet? Our program is great because it's not a set, it's not a crazy diet. There's no short-term fix. It's really setting the family up for life. And then we've got an amazing opportunity that goes along with it. So a massive congratulations to Rachel for launching tonight. Thank you to the girls for sharing. Thank you for the amazing people who jumped on and supported her. This has been recorded, so if you are watching it live or if you're watching the recording playback and we didn't quite answer all your questions, please reach out to whoever it was that invited you and get those questions answered. And, you know, if it's not for you, you might know someone that could definitely be for, so make sure you let them know also. So thank you and good night.